Madagascar is a giant island floating in the big Indian Ocean. It's really, really big, the fourth biggest island in the whole world. For millions of years it's been all on its own, far away from other big lands. It moved away from Africa and then from India a super long time ago. Because it was alone for so long, it's become a very special and different place. It's like its own little world, a place you won't find anywhere else on Earth. This separation has allowed life here to follow its own extraordinary path, creating a natural laboratory for evolution. The story of Madagascar is a story of splendid isolation, a testament to the power of nature to create diversity in the most remarkable ways imaginable. Many people call Madagascar the eighth continent. This is not just because of its impressive size, it is because its collection of plants and animals is so distinct. So many of the creatures and plants found here exist nowhere else on Earth. They are endemic, special to this island home. Imagine a place where evolution took a different turn, producing life forms that seem almost like they belong to another world. This long period of being cut off has meant that species developed without influence from the wider world. This has resulted in an astonishing array of life, a biological treasure chest waiting to be explored with care and wonder. The island itself is a land of incredible contrasts and breathtaking beauty. In the east, lush rainforests receive plentiful rain. These forests are green and full of life. In the west, drier forests and spiny deserts stretch towards the horizon. Here, plants have adapted to survive with very little water. Majestic mountains rise towards the sky in the central highlands, and all around, stunning coastlines with beautiful beaches and coral reefs meet the turquoise waters of the ocean. This variety of landscapes means that many different types of habitats exist, each supporting its own special community of living things. It is a mosaic of environments, each more fascinating than the last. This journey we are embarking upon will take us deep into the heart of Madagascar. We will look closely at its astonishing nature, the animals and plants that make it so famous. We will also meet the Malagasy people, whose culture is as rich and diverse as the island's ecosystems. We will explore their traditions, their daily lives, and their connection to this incredible land. Madagascar is a place of wonder, a place that captures the imagination. It holds secrets and marvels that continue to astound those who seek to understand its unique character. Prepare to discover a world that truly stands apart. When we talk about the animals in Madagascar, we're talking about something really special. There's an important word, endemic. It means an animal or plant is found in only one place on Earth and nowhere else. And in Madagascar, heaps of its wildlife is endemic. About 90 out of every 100 of its snakes, lizards and frogs, and nearly all of its land animals, are only found on this island. This makes Madagascar like a living museum of nature's history. It's a safe place for creatures that grew up all alone for thousands of years. It's up to all of us to look after these special animals that can't be replaced. Perhaps the most famous animals in Madagascar are the lemurs. These amazing animals are only found here. There are over 100 different types of lemurs. Some are tiny, like the mouse lemur that could fit in your hand. Others are bigger, like the indri, which makes a spooky sound that you can hear all through the rainforest. Lemurs leap through the trees so well. They have big, curious eyes and soft fur. Some are busy in the daytime and others like the night. Each type of lemur has its own interesting ways of living and getting along together. Seeing them in their jungle home is something you'll never forget. But it's not just lemurs that make Madagascar's animals special. The island has about 2 out of every 3 kinds of chameleons in the world. These clever animals can change their skin color in amazing ways. They move slowly, using their feet and tail to hold on. Their eyes can look in different directions at the same time, searching for bugs. Then there's the fossa. It looks a bit like a cat and eats meat. It's Madagascar's biggest hunter, and it's great at hunting in the forests. Even the bugs here are amazing, like beetles with long necks like giraffes and bright comet moths. All these different and special animals are beautiful. But sadly, many of these unique animals are in danger. Their forest homes are getting smaller because trees are cut down for farms and wood. Changes in the weather are also a big problem for these special creatures. People are working hard to save these animals and their homes. National parks and special safe areas help protect them. But to make sure Madagascar's special animals have a future, we all need to keep learning about them and keep protecting them. It's a big job that needs help from everyone around the world, because if we lose these animals here, they're gone from the world forever. Just like its animals are special, Madagascar's plants are amazing and different too. The island has so many kinds of plants. About 8 out of every 10 of its plant types are found only here and nowhere else on Earth. All these different plants grew here because the island was alone for so long and has lots of different weather. From the tall trees in the rainforests to the funny-shaped plants in the spiky deserts, Madagascar is a dream for people who love plants and nature. Each part of the island has its own wonderful plants, all perfect for the place they live in. There are so many different kinds, it shows how creative nature can be. One of the most famous plants in Madagascar is the baobab tree. 6 of the 9 kinds of baobab trees in the world only grow on this island. These amazing trees are sometimes called upside-down trees because their branches look like roots. They can live for hundreds or even thousands of years. They keep lots of water in their huge trunks to help them live when it's very dry. There's a famous place in western Madagascar called the Avenue of the Baobabs. Big, tall baobab trees stand like giants along a dusty road. It looks incredible, especially when the sun comes up or goes down. They're not just trees, they're like old guardians of the land. The traveller's palm is another special plant from Madagascar, even though it's not really a palm tree. Its science name is it has big leaves shaped like a fan. Rainwater collects at the bottom of these leaves, and stories say it gave water to thirsty travellers. This plant is beautiful and important to the people here. You can see pictures of it in Malagasy art and even on their airlines' planes. It grows in many parts of the island, looking striking and reminding us how green the island is and how clever nature is at looking after everyone. Besides these famous plants, Madagascar's forests and wild places have heaps of other unique plants too. There are thousands of kinds of orchids, many with pretty, fancy flowers. The spiky forests in the south have plants with sharp thorns and fat stems, made for living in very dry places. Many plants can be used as medicine, and local people have known how to use them for a very long time. Gap 2S. Unfortunately, just like the animals, Madagascar's special plants are also in danger. Trees are being cut down and their homes are disappearing. It's really important to protect these plant treasures, not just because they're beautiful, but because they help keep the island healthy and could help people too. The people of Madagascar are called the Malagasy, and they're just as interesting as the island's animals. Where they came from is like a beautiful pattern made from different people who crossed the oceans. The first people are thought to have come in special canoes from Southeast Asia, from a place called Borneo, about 1500 to 2000 years ago. Later, people from East Africa also came to the island. You can see this mix of Asia and Africa in the Malagasy language, how people look, their traditions and what they believe. This makes their way of life very special, different from Africa and Asia, a real island culture. The Malagasy people have about 18 main groups called. Each group used to live in its own area and often had its own way of talking, different clothes and special customs. For example, the Marina people in the middle of the island are known for being great at growing rice and for their old kingdom. The Betsimisaraka people on the east coast have stories about pirates and trading. The Sakalava people in the west are known for looking after cattle and for their king's tombs. Even though these groups are different, they're all part of one big Malagasy family. And even with all the differences, many things bring the Malagasy people together. The Malagasy language, with its slightly different ways of speaking, is used all over the island. It came from languages in Southeast Asia, Showing respect for older people and for family members who have passed away is super important for all Malagasy people. Living together as a community is also very important. Families and neighbours help each other out and are very close. These things that everyone shares help make them feel like one country, even with all the different local ways that make the island so lively. To understand the Malagasy people, you need to see how they are both together and different. New ways of doing things from around the world are around, especially in cities, but old traditions and beliefs are still very strong in many parts of the island. Feeling close to the land, to family and to their spiritual world is a big part of daily life for many Malagasy people. Learning about their culture helps you understand a way of life that has grown over hundreds of years of history, people moving and getting used to this special island. It's a story about people that's just as amazing as the story about nature. The beliefs of the Malagasy people are very much about respecting family members who have passed away. These are called, people don't think of them as just gone. They believe they are like special helpers between people living now and a higher power. They think these ancestors can help their families keep them safe and show them the right way if they are respected. But if they are not respected, they might bring bad luck. These beliefs affect many parts of daily life, like big choices about farming or building a house or how people get along and have ceremonies together. The idea of these past family members is always there, helping guide the Malagasy way of life. One very important custom about ancestors is called Fadi, means things you shouldn't do. These are rules, often just for one family or one area, about what you shouldn't do, eat or say. Fadi can be about certain animals, places, days, or how you act. The ancestors made these rules and they are passed down from parents to children. If you break a Fadi, people believe it brings bad luck or makes you sick. Some Fadi might seem strange to people from other places, but they are very important for keeping things in order and respecting the old ways. The famous ceremony for ancestors, though not everyone does it, is this means turning of the bones. It's mostly done by some groups in the middle of the island, like the Marina and Betsileo people. A few years after someone dies, their body is taken out of the family tomb. The bones are wrapped in new, clean silk cloth. It's a happy time, not sad, with music, dancing and lots of food. It's a time for families to get together, to remember their past family members and to ask for their good wishes. The Famadihana shows how strong the connection is between people living now and those who have passed away. These old customs show how important family history and community are to the Malagasy people. Tombs where people are buried are often very fancy, even bigger and stronger than the houses people live in. This shows that past family members are always remembered. Telling stories, wise sayings and old tales are also very important for passing down family wisdom and what's important in their culture from older people to younger people. Understanding these beliefs and customs helps us see how deep and rich the Malagasy culture is. It's a culture where the past is still very alive today, guiding how people live. Music and dance are exciting ways the Malagasy people show their culture. They are a big part of everyday life and special parties. Old Malagasy music often uses special instruments. The is like a pipe made from bamboo that sounds like a beautiful harp. It's their national instrument. Accordions, guitars and different kinds of drums are also used a lot, making fun, rhythmic music. Music is played at ceremonies, tells stories and brings people joy and brings them together. Different parts of the island have their own kinds of music, showing all the different people who have made the island what it is. Dancing is just as important and has lots of different styles. People often dance in groups, and the dances can be full of energy and show lots of feeling. Old dances often tell stories about everyday life, things that happened in history or old legends. For example, is a popular kind of musical show in the hilly parts of the island. Groups of people sing, dance, play music and give talks. These shows often teach good lessons. They can go on for hours and lots of people come to watch, have fun and remember their culture. Dancing helps people connected to their past and show who they are as a group. For most Malagasy people, daily life is all about farming, and food is a very big part of their culture. Rice called is the main food. They eat it with almost every meal, and often lots of it. Malagasy people have many sayings about rice because it's so important. Rice usually comes with a side dish called laoka. Can be made with veggies, beans, meat or fish, often cooked with ginger, garlic, onions and tomatoes. Zebu cattle, which are cows with a hump, are very special, and their meat is often eaten for special parties. Meals are usually simple but taste really good, made with fresh food from nearby. Near the sea, people eat more seafood. Further from the sea, they might eat more chicken or zebu. There's lots of fresh fruit like bananas, mangoes and lychees, which they eat for dessert or snacks. Sharing food is a big part of being friendly in Madagascar. Eating together is a time for family and friends to share news and become closer. The way they live each day, from working in the fields to eating together, shows how clever and strong the Malagasy people are. Madagascar has heaps of amazing places for travelers who want adventure and to see beautiful nature. One of the most famous sites is the Avenue of the Baobabs. It's near a town called Morondava on the west coast. Here, huge, beautiful baobab trees line up along a dirt road. It makes for amazing photos. These old trees, some hundreds of years old, stand tall like guards against the sky. It's really magical to visit when the sun is coming up or going down. The light makes long shadows and paints the trees in warm colors. It's a place that really shows the special and ancient spirit of Madagascar. If you love animals and wild nature, you have to visit the national parks. Andasibe Mantadia National Park is in the eastern rainforest. It's one of the best places to see the Indri, the biggest lemur alive. You can hear its spooky song through the trees. Rano Mafana National Park is another great spot with lots of different animals. It has many kinds of lemurs, like the rare golden bamboo lemur, plus lots of birds, lizards and frogs. Izalo National Park is in the south-central part of the island. It has amazing big rocks, deep valleys and natural pools you can swim in. It's a different kind of wild beauty. Each park shows you a special part of the island's nature. A really amazing natural wonder is Tsingy de Bemara National Park. It's so special it's protected by UNESCO. Tsingy means sharp, pointy limestone rocks that look like a forest of needles. To explore this place, you walk on rope bridges and paths and sometimes do a bit of easy climbing. It's a big adventure. You get to see amazing views and special animals that have learned to live in this tough place, like certain lemurs and birds. It feels like you're in another world. It really shows how powerful nature can be. For a different kind of island fun, Nosy Be is a popular island off the northwest coast. It has beautiful beaches, clear blue water, and you can go snorkeling, diving, or take boat trips to smaller islands nearby. Nosy Bay is also famous for its ylang-ylang farms. These plants make sweet-smelling oils used in perfumes. It's a bit more set up for tourists than some other parts of Madagascar, but it's a nice, relaxing change from the wild adventures you can have further inland. These are just some of the cool places. Madagascar is full of secret spots waiting for brave travelers to find them. Having visitors or tourism can bring lots of good things to a country like Madagascar. It can make jobs for local people, not just in hotels and cafes, but also as guides, drivers, and people who make crafts. The money they earn can help families live better. When tourists spend money, it helps local businesses grow. Money from other countries that tourists bring in can also help the whole country. It can pay for better roads, schools, and hospitals. Plus, if tourism is done well, it can show people why it's important to look after nature. It can help protect national parks and special animals because they become important for everyone. But tourism can also cause problems if it's not managed well. Too many visitors can be hard on delicate natural places. Building more roads and hotels can mean animals lose their homes or cause pollution if it's not done carefully. Some places might run low on water. There's also a chance that old ways of life could change or become just for show for tourists. It's important that when tourism grows, it respects local customs and traditions. The good things from tourism should be shared fairly with local people, and they should have a say in how things are planned. One of the biggest things to figure out is how to make sure tourism is good for the environment. Many of Madagascar's best sites are its special nature and animals. These are very easily harmed. Too many people in one spot, or tourists not being careful, like feeding animals or leaving rubbish, can hurt these precious places. Ecotourism is a better way. It means traveling to natural places in a way that helps protect them and helps local people. Choosing hotels and tour companies that care about ecotourism can help stop the bad effects and do more good for nature. So, more tourism in Madagascar brings good chances, but also some tricky problems. The main thing is to find a good balance. This means encouraging tourism that is careful, putting money into saving nature, and making sure local people are involved and get to share in the good things. For travelers, it means thinking about how you affect the place, choosing earth-friendly options, respecting the local way of life, and helping to protect the island's amazing nature. If we do this, tourism can be a good thing. It can help keep Madagascar's wonders safe for the future and help its people now. It needs everyone to try hard and think about it. Madagascar is like a shining jewel in the Indian Ocean. It's a land full of amazing natural wonders and a rich culture. It's a place that really makes you dream and wonder. Because it was alone for so long, it has amazing plants and animals you can't find anywhere else on Earth. From the cute lemurs jumping through old forests to the strange and beautiful plants that color the land, every part of this island has something new to find. It's like a living science lab, showing all the incredible different kinds of life our world can make when nature does its own thing. More than just its amazing nature, Madagascar is home to the Malagasy people. Their lively culture is an interesting mix from Asia and Africa. They deeply respect their past family members, they have fun music and dancing, and they are very close to their community. All this gives you a different way to see life. Getting to know the local culture, listening to their stories, and understanding their old ways makes any trip to this amazing island even better. It's not just a trip through beautiful scenery, but also a trip into the heart of a special group of people who have lived and done well in this unique place for hundreds of years. If you choose to visit Madagascar, you'll get to see things you won't see anywhere else. It's a chance to explore all sorts of different homes for plants and animals, from rainforests to spiky deserts, from mountains to lovely beaches. It's an adventure that can take you to the tall avenue of the baobabs, the sharp rocky spikes of Tsingy, or the green national parks full of special animals. But it's also a chance to travel in a good way, to help save nature, and to give something good back to the local people who look after this precious place. A trip like this can really change you. So, Madagascar is calling out to you. It's calling to people who love to explore, people who love nature, people who love learning about different cultures, and anyone who wants to see something really different. It's a place that will make you think differently and give you memories that will last forever. The Great Red Island, with all its unique animals, plants and interesting culture, is more than just a place to visit. It's like meeting a whole different world. It should be on everyone's list of places to see, to understand and to help look after for the future. The amazing things in Madagascar are waiting for you to find them.